Thursday, June 4th, General Hospital, spoilers. The heavy shadows of Port Charles always seem to lengthen whenever I think about the weight of the secrets we carry. And right now, I feel like I am standing on the edge of a precipice where one wrong step sends everything crashing down. If you ask me, the air in this town has never felt colder, especially with the way the ghosts of the past, like the memory of those we have lost, continue to haunt every corner of my mind. Guys, it is absolutely wild how we are watching these pieces fall into place, and I am telling you, the tension is becoming unbearable for all of us. Let's dive into the absolute mess that is the Marco Rios situation because honestly, I think Lucas has truly painted himself into a corner this time. He sat down with Joe thinking he could clear the air, but instead, he might have just handed the police a loaded gun. If you ask me, the look of sheer panic on his face when he realized he might have said too much was something straight out of a horror movie. We know how volatile this town is, and the fact that he mentioned Pascal to the authorities is either the smartest move or the most catastrophic blunder he has ever made. I really wonder if he understands the danger he is in, because Dante is not going to just let this slide, and the repercussions are going to be felt by everyone involved in this twisted web. Now, let's talk about Sonny, because, guys, you know I love a good power play, and he is absolutely playing a dangerous game with Jens. Sonny is convinced that his trap for Jens is going to snap shut perfectly, and honestly, I have to agree with his confidence. We are seeing Sonny in his element, the cold, calculating king of the underworld who doesn't miss a beat. He knows that Pascal is the key. And seeing the look on Jens's face when the police actually descended on the scene to question Pascal, that was pure, unadulterated gold. If you ask me, this is exactly what Port Charles needs, a little bit of poetic justice served on a silver platter. But I have to wonder, does he realize how much is riding on this outcome? If you ask me, we need to talk about the growing, unsettling dynamic between Willow and Chase because it is giving me some major chilling vibes. I have been watching her closely, and there is a coldness there that reminds me way too much of the legendary Helena. She is luring Chase into a professional trap that seems far more calculated than a simple job offer. Why is she really pushing him toward this career move? Is it just about needing a right-hand man? Or is she trying to dismantle his life from the inside out? I feel like we are witnessing a slow motion car crash. And guys, I just cannot look away from the screen. Then we have Tracy, who is acting like a human lie detector, and I absolutely love her for it. When she sees something she doesn't like, she doesn't just whisper about it, she demands answers. She is clearly sensing that something is fundamentally wrong with the current situation involving Chase and Willow. Is it possible she already knows about the scheme? Or maybe she just smells the rot that I am sensing from a mile away. Either way, Tracy is the wild card here, and I suspect she is going to be the one to rip the mask off this whole operation before anyone else even realizes what is happening. Guys, I have to mention the absolute desperation radiating off Christina right now. She is running to Michael for help. And I am sitting here thinking, does she even know who she is asking for favors? Michael is already playing his own game. And if you ask me, getting involved with him right now is like asking for trouble on a silver platter. She is so blinded by her own crisis that she might not see the strings he is pulling. It is heartbreaking to watch. But this is the reality of life in this town, where every favor comes with a price tag that might be too high for her to pay. I am still thinking about that moment between Jens and the truth about Ross. If you ask me, the revelation that Ross is the real killer behind the Marco incident is going to be the spark that sets everything on fire. Imagine being in Jens's shoes, thinking you have control over the situation, only to realize you have been played by someone even more dangerous than you are. This is exactly the kind of plot twist that keeps us glued to the show. I am convinced that the fallout from this reveal will be the defining moment of the summer for our favorite characters, and I, for one, am ready for the chaos. But it doesn't stop there, because we also have the looming pressure on Valentine and the way he is warning everyone that help is never free. We are seeing these characters being squeezed from every single direction. And it is fascinating to watch how they struggle to keep their heads above water. I truly think the level of betrayal we are about to witness is going to be unprecedented. It is like everyone is holding a secret that could destroy someone else, and the pressure cooker is about to blow. Are you guys seeing the same things I am? It feels like we are on the edge of a massive town-wide collapse. Let's talk about that moment where Willow looks like she is ready to pounce on Chase. It is so intense, and the subtext is just dripping with manipulation. I honestly think she is enjoying the power she has over him. It is a terrifying realization, but I honestly believe she has a hidden agenda that has nothing to do with business and everything to do with control. Guys, if I am right, this is going to be one of the most devastating betrayals we have ever seen on this show. The way she stares at him, it is not love, it is possessiveness, and it scares me. And can we talk about how suspicious BLQ is being? She is not just standing by while things unfold. She is actively questioning everything. She knows something is off, and she is brave enough to demand answers. I think she is going to be the one to challenge Willow, and that confrontation is going to be explosive. If you ask me, I am counting down the seconds until she finally catches them in the act or finds the proof she needs to blow the lid off this whole thing. She is the hero we need right now, even if she doesn't know it yet. I have this gut feeling that we are missing something huge about the audit that Rick is helping with. It feels like the business side of this story is going to merge with the personal drama in a way that blindsides everyone. If you ask me, the corporate warfare at Deception is just a front for something much deeper. We have to look at the patterns, and the patterns suggest that everything is connected. I am constantly asking myself, who is really holding the cards and who is just a pawn in this massive, ugly game of chess? If you ask me, Lucas is still the weakest link here. He is terrified, and that fear makes him predictable. If Joe pushes him just a little bit harder, he is going to spill everything he knows about the connections in this town. It is only a matter of time before the whole house of cards comes down. I really hope someone is watching his back, but honestly, in this town, you are usually on your own. It is a lonely place to be when you have the weight of a murder investigation hanging over your head like a guillotine. Now, let's consider the possibility that Sonny might have underestimated the reach of his enemies. He is so focused on Jens and the trap, but what if there is someone else pulling the strings from the shadows? Someone we haven't even considered yet? I have been looking at the evidence, and I think there is a hidden player in this game who is waiting for the perfect moment to strike. It would be such an unexpected move, and honestly, it would be the ultimate surprise for all of us fans who think we have it all figured out. Guys, I honestly feel like my mind is going to explode with all these theories. Every time I think I have a handle on the narrative, the writers throw in another curveball. Like, what is really going on with Christina? She is so desperate, and her judgment is clearly clouded. I fear she is walking right into a trap set by someone she trusts, and when the truth comes out, it is going to break her. This is exactly why I love this show. The constant, high-stakes emotional turmoil is just unparalleled. Hold on to your seats, because I am convinced that the next few episodes are going to change everything we think we know about the loyalties in Port Charles. We are witnessing the slow dismantling of the old guard and the rise of a new, much darker era. If you ask me, we are heading toward a climax that will leave us all speechless. The betrayal, the secrets, the shocking revelations, it is all converging into one massive event that none of us will ever forget. So, what do you guys think? Am I overreacting? Or are we really on the verge of a total disaster for our favorite characters? Do you think Sonny's trap is going to hold, or will Jens manage to wiggle his way out once again? And what is the real deal with Willow and her obsession with controlling Chase? I am dying to hear your thoughts. So, sound off in the comments. Are you on Team BLQ, or do you think Willow has a master plan we haven't even grasped yet? Let's get into the nitty-gritty of this right now.
Goodbye. Please like, subscribe, and comment on the GH Spoilers Daily channel.